set up the scoreboard as mYinsanity do lead 1-0 here in this best of 7 against Imaginary Gaming. Thanks to this guy in the bottom right hand corner of Coda, taking down one Zerg player so far today. Can he take down a second? In the green, it's Blysk. And up to the upper left hand corner, who we accidentally tab over to just before we finish zooming away from Blysk. We have a purple Zerg player, the next player out from Imaginary Gaming, ladies and gentlemen. It's Revolver. Why do you make these spawns with a wall next to it? It means I have to start over here and go whew, instead. But if I don't think about it and I go and I hit the wall, it's like trying to break through. Mapmakers, please give us some more space around the edges of bases. What race do I play? I play all races, but my main is Terran. And well, my Zerg's probably just about as good as my Terran. And then my Protoss is complete trash. My Protoss is terrible. Like really, really terrible. Like super duper duper terrible. It's really bad. But mostly just because I don't really know any Protoss builds. Like in detail, like, you know, I can identify builds and you can like kind of look to when you cast and you can see a lot of builds, you can kind of tell what's coming, you can see what's going to be happening, what decisions they're making, and you can see why. But of course when you actually get into the game, it's like, so when exactly do I put this down, and when exactly do I actually build this, and when exactly do I need to actually wall off, and when exactly do I need to know when I'm being 9-build and stuff like that. It's becomes a lot more difficult. Of course, now that I'm going to have a lot more time to invest into StarCraft and stuff. Oops.
Game paused.
Huh?
Game resumed.
Okay, that was worrying. What the hell did I press? Alright, so, slight issue there. Apologies. I must have accidentally touched something on the edge of my keyboard. So, we have a probe. Moving around here, there's a few Zerglings all on the way out. It was a pull first from Revolver, and I'm going to go into a hatchery to follow this up as well. A couple of things popping out, and they're just going to start chasing down this probe as Blysk does just come back into the main base, trying to scout here whether gas was taken, and doesn't see anything, and there is no gas taken either, so there will just be a fast fed base coming up here from Revolver here in the next few moments. So yeah, as I was saying before I broke the game, now I've got a lot more time to invest into StarCraft. Going to be able to actually take some time out to actually look at some builds and actually learn how to play PvP and PvZ and PvT. Yeah, PvZ is by far my worst, because every time, or PvZ is by far my worst, because whenever I play Protoss, I just die to too many Zerg units, and whenever I play Zerg, I just die because they have too many Protoss units. So just whatever happens in that matchup, I just cannot seem to win. As these things are going to start working their way against this Nexus. And just going to slowly nibble away at this here. As a Salad and Ocean Core are on the way down. And they'll be able to turn these away. 14 more Lings on the way though. This is going to be a bit of an all-in here from Revolver. A slow Zergling all-in. Now we do have a sentry on the way. These Lings continue to try and chase a probe here, but Blysk is just running around in circles, and 3 Lings have gone down in an attempt to take that probe, and now one more goes down as well. A lot more slow Lings on the way out though. 2 Zealots out already though, no wall off. And we'll just be interested to see how this goes, because right now Revolver's hiding these Lings over to the left hand side, and now he's going to come in, and is he going to be able to grab these Zealots? He'll be able to grab one of them, gets the complete surround here, and that will go down, and Blysk keeping it on move command is not able to really do too much to help here, as now he's going to come in, he's going to get another surround on the Zealot, and Revolver is making short work right now of the units on the low ground here. Mothership Core is going to be used to well, try and defend here, but the sentry force field's on the ramp, and that means he's not going to actually be able to get anything down here. These probes are all stuck on the low ground, and the Nexus may very well go down. Some Zerglings will come into the high ground. A wall-off being set up by Blysk, very well anticipated here that he's going to need that before an overcharge is used. Does he have enough GPS to take down this Nexus before the Zerglings die? It's going to be very close with a couple more Zerglings coming in. It's just about going to be enough. I say just about. There's a ton more Zerglings coming in. He comes up this ramp. Force field comes down to keep these sentries alive. And these Zerglings will just move down to the low ground once again. Revolver starting to drone behind this. And this slowing all in has worked wonders for him here. Blysk completely unprepared for this and takes a lot of damage in the process. Again, this is not the real Kirikaki. This is Blysk. And he's currently playing against Revolver here. Just took down his natural Nexus. Forge and a Stargate on the way now from Blysk, and he's going to be looking to try and continue on here however he can. So, wow. So, I mean, this is kind of tough because he's on 3 gates. He's got a Stargate, he's got a Forge, but he doesn't have a Nexus still. And, you know, coming back into the natural, Revolver just going to check here and be like, oh, no, you still don't have one. And this means he can kill this pylon again. And killing the pylon is so big because the more you kill times you kill this pylon, the longer you delay the wall from coming up. It looks as though finally this pylon is actually going to be saved here. A lot of sentries now out. But Revolver's taking a 12-worker lead. He's about to start his third base as the Nexus of his opponent starts at the natural. This is a great position for him as he adds on the Rotor now as well. +1 starts for Blysk, and yet to really utilize the Stargate in any such way. And I'd expect maybe an Oracle to try and just get across the map and see what it can do. I don't think he's really got the economy to invest in more than a single Stargate unit. I don't think he can afford to invest in, say, 5 Phoenix or so. So I think I'm going to be seeing just an Oracle coming out of here. Now Rotron is on the way up, and Burrow on the way down now as well. That an Oracle will definitely be useful then in terms of detection. A couple of Spore Claws already started though by Revolver to help minimise any sort of damage an Oracle could do. And Blysk adds on a couple more gateways at the front door, taking up to 5 gates in total, and maybe he just cuts his losses and says, right, let's just try it, and just tries to all in off of these 2 bases now with these 5 gateways. As +1 finishes, he warps in 2 more sentries, which definitely is suggestive of that. He's going to have a lot of force fields available to him. Adds on a cannon here as well. No probe moving out from the map just yet though. Sorry, okay, yes there is. It's actually been chased down by Zerglings already, and he gets taken down here. And, well, 10 roaches on the way. Zerglings will be on the way now as well, and Revolver continues to take advantages in this game. These Zerglings going to move over to the right hand side. Some sentries going to move out and towards the middle of the map. And this Zalnalga tower here in the centre will be claimed by the Protoss momentarily as these units move across. And my dog making some weird noises in the background. Maybe turn around for that for a second. +1 about to finish, and we do have Twilight Council on the way. So I mean, he's still building probes. This isn't a committed attack from Blysk by any stretch of the imagination. This is very much so just a case of, hey, I'm gonna just pressure you, force some units, and then recall back home. But he needs to be so careful because he's completely outnumbered over here, and he's going to come in from a couple of different angles. This is maybe going to be a very fast recall. The Mothership Core's a little bit out of position though, as he's actually going to try and fight this because he doesn't see the units coming in from the other side, and now the sentries are so out of position. The Mothership Core is still not in a very useful spot, and finally he'll put it back. Now he'll recall, but he's going to lose a couple of the sentries there. And considering he didn't lose any sentries earlier, he's now lost 3. And that is another win there for Revolver, who now will move across the map with this Roachling army. And what really is there for Blysk? I mean, he has no real tech here. He just has +1. He just has sentries to kind of buy himself time, and that's kind of it right now. And these Lings just going to sit at the front door. The Roach is coming across as well. Roach speed starts, and Hydra Den on the way, and Evolution Chamber also. Revolver just getting ready to see if he can shut down this game. And I mean, the safest thing to do is to do what he's kind of doing, which is just sit outside his opponent's natural, never let a third base go up, and just make sure he's going to be able to end this game once he maxes out on kind of a better army than just kind of pure Roachling. Some Zal's going to start heading towards this third base here, and that's actually something which Revolver has nothing in position to deal with, so that's slightly problematic. They're just going to start working their way against this hatchery, and they're just going to take the risk. They're going to say, let's just try and kill this here. They're already almost getting down to half hit points, so as the Lings come back in, they're not going to be successful at doing that. They get it very, very low. They're not low enough, and unfortunately for Blysk, the cells get cleaned up. And man, if he was kind of unlucky, if he'd maybe waited to kind of make 10 zealots instead and gone in, that would have been 1 dead Nexus, and Revolver would have been, sorry, 1 dead hatchery, and Revolver would have been down to just 2 bases. as Blysk himself is looking for a way to start moving out and towards his own third base here. He's killed the creep. He's finally going to be able to, I think he's finally going to be able to put this down, but there's a Zerglin here, and momentarily he will realise that he actually has no detection out on the map. And this probe might even just move over to the right hand side and take the third base over here, but there's a Zerglin over here as well. Is he going to try and take it, or is he just going to try and all in with this right now? It looks as though he might just be all in with a single Immortal, +2 and Blink off these two bases. Roaches and Hydras take down this set of rocks though. Runs into some Warpins coming in. Guardian Shield pops here very early for Blysk, just in case Revolver did choose to take the engagement at that point. Revolver is very close to getting +1, and his Hive's on the way as well. We're not really going to see Vipers become a part of this game, I don't think, as Blink has finished +2, not here just yet though for Blysk, and there's a lot of Hydras on this high ground. Force fields are going to be so important in terms of cutting up this army and stopping it from just doing way too much damage. And here we go, first set of Force fields will block through. Block out quite a lot of these units, and he will pick off quite a few of these initial roaches for free. There's a lot of force fields used though, as we've got more and more units continuing coming out here from Revolver. A couple of sentries at the front here get blocked off. Another row of force fields, but that's pretty much going to be the last of the force fields which he has. And Revolver just pulls back a few of the units behind those now, and he will continue his unit production. And I mean, what does Blysk do from here? He's only really got Stalkers. The sentries are out of energy. There's not a single force field available at this point. He's got a single Immortal, but that's not going to help much against this kind of mass of Hydras which are coming in. And Revolver, again, he's just in defensive. The longer he waits, the better, because, I mean, he's got Vipers on the way. The Blinks will start coming in right now from Blysk, but of course now there is +1 finished on these Hydras, and so they start to do quite a lot of damage against the no armor on the Stalkers and the Immortal. And all of the sentries have gone down, apart from a single one in the middle here, a single force field available, but that's not going to help too much. Might even be worth just waiting for the Guardian Shield instead. And these Stalkers, Immortal, the Sentry, moving forward here, looking to see what he can do. Some Lings moving forward, the Roach Hydra going to start trading here against these Stalkers, and these Stalkers just having to blink away. He abducts a single Stalker forwards, now he abducts the Immortal as well, and that's what he was probably looking for the first time around. And this should be game here. Blysk is running out of units. He is not going to be able to keep up with this, and his Roach Hydra army just continue to move forwards here, and we'll just continue to pick off the rest of these Stalkers here. The Blinks coming in desperately here now from Blysk as he just tries to keep the Stalkers alive, but there's just too many Hydras dealing too much damage, and this is going to tie our series up at 1 game apiece in this best of 7 as the Stalkers get cleaned out. The Pylons will get cleaned out next, and Revolver will force out GG. Well played as the final Stalker falls, and the series becomes tied up now. 1 game apiece between mYinsanity and